Hello, it's Jennifer from heysealemon. A while ago I posted a vlog style video mentioning I wanted to do another Q&A because I've been kind of lacking in the comment section. It's just really hard to answer all of the questions and reply to all of the comments. So I wanted to do a Q&A for you guys, and today I decided to doodle while I answer some of your questions. There were some comments left on my Instagram photo of my December doodle challenge, and some of you said you wanted to learn how to draw those snowflakes. So I thought this would be a good time to doodle some snowflakes. You can follow along and learn how to doodle them while I answer your questions, and I think these would make a great thing to draw on your gift wrap or any holiday decor you have going on right now. By the way, there is still time to do the December doodle challenge, and if you want to get that printout with all of the prompts, it doesn't have to be on the day. You don't have to doodle on the day of the prompt. You can just fill the whole thing out if you want to in one day. It's up to you, and I will link that up here, wherever that little eye icon is. Just click on that to get to the video, and I will also leave that in the video description below. Alright, I have my phone here, which is where I'm going to just randomly look at the comments of that last video, and I have my notebook, my bullet journal kind of notebook here, and I'm going to doodle some snowflakes. So let's do it, let's doodle it. And I'm using my blue Jelly Roll pen for this, just really simple. And I'm just going to draw some stick figure snowflakes and go from there. So first I do like a crosshair thing, and then I go in with some diagonal lines. And this is like the base of all the snowflakes I made. And from there you can just add little embellishments. So for this one, I will just do like these simple things. And you want to repeat that thing on all sides. There's 4 quarters. And you just want to repeat that same thing on all of the quarters. This one is from Hafiz Arbi. I'm not sure if I say that right. Love your videos, especially the ones about bookbinding. Are there any books about bookbinding or art and craft in general that you own and read? For the bookbinding, any book by Keith Smith, there's a lot of them, and they're very detailed. They're so detailed that it kind of goes over my head. It'll have bookbinding instructions, but they'll be so in depth that I really have to read it over and over again. And there are some diagrams in it, but it really takes me a lot of time to actually try and get it right. But they are really good books if you want to check them out if you're really into bookbinding. Addison's Animals asks, where do you buy your craft supplies? Michael's, Blick, Joann's. Those are the main chain stores that are close to me, but I do find a lot of stuff on Amazon and for a really good price. And also sometimes I'll find some supplies on Etsy that are a really good deal. Aiden Keeling asks, I have a question. If you don't answer, that's fine, but can you ever do a tour tale on how to print the words before bookbinding? It is frustrating. Can you think of an easy way? There is a resource online that a lot of people who come to this channel have found, and they've shared it with me, and I've shared it with everybody else. It's a free program online that you can put a PDF of all your pages through, and it will give you a file, and it will have all your pages laid out in what's called printer spreads, so that when you print them out, you can stack them into signatures, which is groups of 4, and fold them together, and all your pages will be in the correct order. And tell me what you think of it, because it's really the only program that's been user-friendly that other people have suggested. Otherwise, you can use InDesign if you want to, but if you're not familiar with InDesign, you can check out that online resource down below. Christy Yu asks, can you bring Lemon Likes back? If you're new to this channel, I used to do a vlog series, and I called it Lemon Likes because I wanted to share with you some of my favorite things, and then that kind of turned into a monthly vlog. I did that for a few different reasons, not just a vlog, but to also feel more comfortable in front of the camera. I wanted it to help accomplish that because at the time, I'm still struggling to be comfortable in front of the camera, but it would really help if I could just get more exposure in front of the camera, so that vlog kind of did that for me. And I also wanted a different way to connect with you guys, to show more behind the scenes kind of stuff, on just kind of giving you a little bit more taste of my personality, and then also just to have more content on my channel. So I did that for a while, and then I decided I kind of wanted to stop doing it because I didn't really want my personal life to become the entertainment on my channel, if that makes sense. So I kind of stopped it on a good note. I thought the last one that I did was pretty much the best vlog I could do. If you want to check it out, I'll put it up here. It's when I went to VidCon and it was like an exciting month, so it had a lot of good material in it and I thought it was a good place to just end it on a high note. So I don't think I'll bring it back, but if I do some kind of other vlog type thing, I'm just going to call it a vlog. Celisa maybe? My daughter and I love your channel. She's in high school now and would be very interested in hearing your art life story. Things like how, when did you know you wanted to study art? What kinds of schools did you consider? Any tips you have for someone interested in an art career? Things you would have done differently, etc. I pretty much loved art all my life. When I was in high school, when I was trying to decide what to do, I definitely wanted to do something with art, but I didn't really know what. Like, let's see, I was a senior in school in 2002. So this was like before a lot of things online, a lot of things on the internet, which could definitely lead to inspiration on what you want to do with a career. I heard of this graphic design career and I thought, that might be pretty interesting. Computers and art, not just being like a starving artist. So I majored in graphic design. In my school, you didn't go onto the computer to do graphic design until you're the second or third year. So it was a very different type of teaching and schooling, and it was like based on German and Swiss design principles, and that's what I really liked, and you'll probably see that a lot in my aesthetic. I like really minimal and clean design, but also I like a little quirkiness to it, so I have that design foundation because of that schooling. So when I graduated with a bachelor's degree in graphic design, I went to work to be a full-time graphic designer, and I did that for 7 years. The advertising world and the agency life is just very different, and you really do have to like it to be in it. And I think at that 7-year point of being a full-time graphic designer, I was kind of burnt out on it, and I really did miss making things with my hands. So that's why I started this Sea Lemon stuff. This was on the side, it was a hobby. I used to make books and sell them on Etsy, and Etsy was like an outlet for me. It was a place that I could just sell my handmade crafts. When I wasn't working, I came home and I just made stuff with my hands. So that was my outlet for not getting enough time during the workday to really make stuff with my hands and just kind of be in that art creative culture that I wasn't getting at work. And I would say if you are interested in an art career, you don't have to know what it is. I felt a lot of pressure when I was in high school to just know what career I was going into. I needed a major, and I did end up liking the major that I chose. If you go to school, that time is really a time to kind of try some other things, try some things that might interest you. You don't have to have it all figured out. That's the time to explore and kind of figure out your passion. Take steps that get you closer to something you like to do and just go from there. You don't have to have it all figured out. Research the careers that you're really interested and look at the professionals that are doing it. Do you like what they're doing every day? Because that might be you doing what they're doing every day. So really look at the job, because when you're in school, you don't really experience what the full-time job culture is going to be like until you're working in it. All right, so I think I am done with these snowflake doodles. Here's how it turned out. Here's some snowflake doodles, and hopefully just watching me, you learned how you can doodle these really easily on anything you want to. Give this video a like if you like this type of format of Q&A, a doodle Q&A, and maybe I'll make some more in the future. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Sea Lemon. I make new videos every week, so don't miss any of those. Hit that subscribe button. And if you need more holiday inspiration, I have a whole holiday playlist so you can check out right here, and you can check out my most recent video here, and I will put all of these links in the description below, and I will see you guys next time.